Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
26 mark, 26 mark. We got
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Dobbins, and he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Thompson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And the first carry here for Robinson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run. Robinson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Ravens 3.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
They'll take over.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Number 30.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line. On
2nd down, It's Robinson, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On third down. It's Robinson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Brings up fourth down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. For it with Robinson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal.
Come on, set. 18 greater.
On the run, it's Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Minshew sets up the screen to Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Ravens 3.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
The extra point.
A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun is Minshew, being chased out left. Throw left side, complete. It's Thompson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Minshew. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackled by Calais Campbell, who was an all-pro with these Jaguars.
Brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
That's good.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 15 yards there for number 15. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Ravens 17. Jaguars.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Minshew sets to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second down and 3. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Yeah, let's go second.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
7-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Now a handoff here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. Open space inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown.
James Robinson. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Ravens 17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll bring him back within a point. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jaguars come to the guard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
You ready? 49.
On first down, Robinson, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Marlon Humphrey.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And Eifert has it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They go with Thompson again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Ravens 20. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back in.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. After the sack on first down, Jackson flushed out right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
He's going deep for Brown and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal in the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Again, it's Robinson. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Jaguars.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept them.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's now 3rd down.
26, 13.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively.
To give up that many points, even if you win a game.
So for Jacksonville now as they move to 10-4, and they'll head back home next week. Go Bears. Their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they will be at home next week to take. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.